Cara Marshall here with Anam, Cara, your soul friend, here for your monthly oracle card reading for the month of June 2017. Yes, we are in the halfway point of the year, and you know, it's been very clearing, very connecting to self, very much so far this first half of the year has been cleansing. I guess that would be the best way of describing it. So let's get going, and I hope everybody enjoyed their May. I hope everybody had time for self-study and reflection and coming from your heart's truest desires and really becoming aware of what makes you tick in this world. You know, what is it that brings you joy, and what is it that, I guess, are you doing things that your soul wants to do? You know, not out of obligation, not out of expectations, those sort of things. It's just like breaking free and truly being you. So let's get going. I'm going to be using Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels, and we'll get a card for the beginning of the month and the middle of the month and the end of the month. So I'm just going to ask the angels to be with us. I've already done a clearing of the deck, and so let's ask the angels to give us some guidance here. And we have the beginning. Where are you? Sorry, I don't like to rush the cards. And then at the middle of the month, can you give us what that is? Thank you. And at the end of the month, what's our message for the end of the month? There it is. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we have. I'm just sitting on my deck because it's an absolutely beautiful day here. So what we have are 3 cards. We have new beginnings at the beginning of the month, and then we have signs at the middle of the month, and then we have truth and integrity at the end of the month. So I'll show you those together. We have, those are pretty cool cards. You know, we have new beginnings, signs, and truth and integrity. So what the angels are saying is at the beginning of this month, it's gonna feel a little bit lighter, you know, that we're kind of moving forward, that it's not quite as weighted as it has been in the sense of letting go. I know normally letting go is kind of like where you do feel lighter, but in the past little bit here, we've been letting go, and we haven't really had the effect of feeling light from that. And there's a car driving by, so hopefully it's not too loud. And so what they're saying is in the beginning, the first part of June, these new beginnings are going to start happening. You know, they're congratulating us. They're like, we've done so much growth from self and coming from our truth, and they're saying now that with all this growth and the tools that we have, these new beginnings are going to show up for us. We're going to start to see the direction that we want to go, and so what they're saying is allow the new beginnings to come in. So they're kind of reminding us that it's important to still use those tools of stillness. Like they're still saying, you know, there's this aspect of pausing and slowing it down so that we can enjoy the moment and enjoy what's going on, so that we can see and hear these new beginnings, like that the divine is working with us and for us. You know, so often we get so busy, we tend not to see the answer or the result of what we asked for. And an example of that was for myself, from a personal experience. I had been asking the angels what's next, and they were saying to get out in nature, right? And you know, then all of a sudden I'm taking my boys to Sylvan Lake for a hockey baseball tournament, and I was able to sit in nature and be with nature. And that was, you know, there you go, here you go, here's your nature. You know, life is always happening for us, and I felt the gratitude and felt topped up. So, but if I was too busy and I was too focused on the tournament itself, I may have missed that was happening for me. And so that's what they're saying, is like there's this aspect of slowing down so we don't miss things, and that's okay if we do. It's just, they're just saying if we do slow down, we may start to see that the divine is working with us, and we can start to see these new beginnings occurring. So then in the middle of the month, we have the card signs, and what they're saying is we're going to start to see, so we have this new beginning occurring, right? So we're kind of stepping into this place of finally, it's like, it feels like it's like finally moving forward. We've been trusting all along that things were moving forward for us, but we hadn't really seen the outcome, kind of is what they're saying. And they're saying now in this, with this new beginning, we're like clarity's coming, and we're going to start to see that more. So then in the middle of the month, they're saying we're going to be given signs to keep us on track, to keep us guided, to show us which direction to go. And we need to pay attention to these signs. We're going to be receiving signs, and angels always speak to us through numbers, through colors, through repetition, through feelings, through thoughts that we have. And so in the middle of the month, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to what you're noticing. Animals, you know, animals show up, and just what I always tell people is just Google spiritual meaning of, and that will give you your message if you're not sure what the sign is. You know, maybe yellow showing up all around you, and that's about your solar plexus, and it's around your power, and it's around, okay, I need to acknowledge, I need to pay attention to my power. Am I being true to myself? Am I allowing my light to shine? Okay, so that's a way of looking at signs. And then at the end of the month, we have truth and integrity. And so they're saying it's kind of like this calling of, not that we're being challenged, but it's like they want us to be in truth and integrity. You know, with this new beginnings and the signs that we've been hearing, it's like, let go. It's like, be true to yourself and have integrity. They're saying that there's this aspect that there may be some things where you don't agree with the way that something is occurring, and that's okay. It's just, don't follow that path then. You know, you can support it and hold it, but be true to yourself and share your values and share your beliefs. And that doesn't mean they're right or wrong. It's just, it's to be in your truth. And so that, and when you're in your truth and integrity, new opportunities may arise. So they're saying like that's kind of a powerful thing. So really pay attention to your experience, what you're doing. They're actually saying like what you're doing in your experiences, you know, and are you being real? Are you being this, are you kind of just allowing, you're trying to be compassionate or empathetic, but really deep inside of you, there's like this, they're going to say like, it's like this burning, this screaming kind of aspect inside of you that's telling you, no, there's this too. Like, it's like, add your portion too, and have integrity, that your beliefs, your values, they matter. It doesn't mean that they are more powerful or that they are correct and they are right over top of somebody else's. They're saying it's like, bring it together. There's this collaboration, and when we bring our thoughts together and our beliefs and our feelings and emotions, and we bring everything together, that's when the magic can occur, and that's when these new possibilities even open up more. So really be true to yourself, really check in at the end of the month. So what we have for the month of June is our, at the beginning, new beginnings. We have signs, and we have truth and integrity. And I'm kind of feeling, I'm just hearing, I don't normally do this, but I'm hearing to pull a card that's an added card, that's an overall energy of the month. And yeah, they're just saying there's this added energy. Okay, so the card that came is harmony. And what they're saying is the overall energy is coming into harmony with life, with your life. And so allow those new beginnings to harmonize with you, allow the signs to show you and to connect with you the direction that you need to be going in, and then be true and have integrity in all that you are. So when you're doing, or when you're being, or when you're responding, have that integrity, because that is harmonizing your aspect of life, and that is harmonizing you with the others that you are working with. And it does feel there's like a work aspect around this, and relationships and friends. So it feels like all of this is going to be harmonizing together. So have a wonderful June, and I will see you in July. I know June is a time where we celebrate the masculine energy as well, so we want to honor that, not just in all the males out there and all the fathers. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, but we want to honor the masculine energy within, and that's probably why we were talking about the doing, because the masculine energy represents that. The wind is picking up here. We're going to be getting some rain, and so I'm just going to sign off here, and have a wonderful June. I love you all, and if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please comment down below. You can get a private reading with me if you contact me at www.caramarshall.ca, and you can friend me on my Facebook, which is Anam, Cara, your soul friend, or you can follow me on Instagram, and that's Anam, Cara, Marshall. Love you.